Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at how you can create a thumbnail for a YouTube video using AI. Now, there are many different programs out there, and there is a lot of ways to do this. With all the ways that I've explored, this is the best way. It gives you the best results, and it's very easy. So the first thing you want to do is open up ChatGPT, which we'll be able to generate commands from. Then we're going to open up some software called Leonardo AI. Now, if you don't use Leonardo AI, you can sign up for free and you will be put on a waiting list, which will be for a few days. Thereafter, you will have absolutely full disclosure to be able to use their software. And then we're going to take it over to Canva and we're going to finish it up and export it from there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to jump into ChatGPT and we're going to say, give me 5 ideas for YouTube thumbnail titled, I filled my house with plastic balls, and hit enter. Now what it's going to do is it's going to give you 5 ideas for a thumbnail. Now this design process is due to the fact that we are allowing AI to basically do all of this for us and come up with these crazy cool ideas. So we can actually just use the first one. So it says colorful chaos. My house transformed into a plastic ball wonderland. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that, just the top piece, and we are going to copy that. And we're going to jump into Leonardo. Now on the right hand side, you will see all of your templates that you can use, the featured models. On the left hand side, you can use AI image generation, and that's where we're going in. Now, once you've fine-tuned your settings on the left-hand side, you can actually jump on to the prompt generator, which is right next to the image generator. Now, the reason we're not using the image generator is because the prompt that we're going to use is not developed enough to give the finer details of what we want. So we're going to jump in and say prompt generator. Now, if you scroll down here, you will see it says enter a basic prompt idea, and we can just paste that basic prompt idea. Now what it's going to do is it's going to give you a set of either 2, 4, 6, or 8 prompts. We're going to just go with the 4, and that's great. And you tap ideate on the right hand side of the screen. And once you've done that, it will give you 4 generations of prompts. And looking through them, you can pretty much choose whichever one it is that you would like. So it says a kaleidoscope of plastic balls cascading down the walls of my house, creating a vibrant and chaotic atmosphere. We can have a look through here quickly. Right, the number 2, a surreal and vibrant landscape of plastic balls overflowing from the windows and doors of my house. That sounds pretty cool. So what we can do is there are 2 options. You can either edit your prompt, you can add in whatever it is that you would like to add in, or you can just tap generate. Now, before we just tap generate, what we're going to do here on the top of this page is we are going to choose a model. Now, it depends on exactly what it is that you'd like, but there are a large group of models. So you can say select custom model, and we can go all the way to the platform models. Now, once you're there, there are a few different models that you can use. And once you've selected the model that you actually want, I'm going to choose this vintage style photography. And it'll actually show you a couple examples of what has actually been created with this model. So there are a few of the examples. It looks fantastic. Right, and then you can just say generate with this model. Now you have selected your fine-tuned model. And some of the other options here is you can either add a Leonardo style or you can leave it off. I am going to leave it off. You can also add a negative prompt. Perhaps you want to say leave out the doors, and then it'll only take into consideration the windows in the image. And then on the left hand side, there are a couple other settings. Once you're happy with all these settings, we can say generate. Now we are doing the number 2, and all you do is tap generate. Now we're going to have 4 images generated. Now the reason we're doing this is because if you have more options to choose from, then it almost feels like you've been given a few different ways of doing one task. And there you go. So there are a couple images here. You can tap download and you'll get to this window, and then you can just say save image as. Now there it is. It has been saved, and we can just say save. And there it is. And this is the step where we jump into Canva. Now, once we have jumped into Canva, Canva is a fantastic design tool. In this search bar here, you can just say YouTube thumbnail, and it'll actually bring up a YouTube thumbnail with the correct size, and it'll give you hundreds of paid and free templates which you can choose from. Depending on what it is that you actually want to do, there are tons of different ways you can do it. Let us choose this one on the right hand side. That looks okay. And we can just say customize template. Right, so once you have reached this page, what we can actually do is we can completely customize this entire template. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to jump back into Leonardo, and we are going to download a few of the other images that we have here. Right, so we've saved a couple more images from what we generated in Leonardo, and what we're going to do now is we're going to just, on the left hand side of Canva, you can tap uploads, and we can just upload a few files here. Now once you've uploaded your files, you can actually keep them on Canva, which is quite convenient. Let's have a look for where these files are. Alright, so what we have here is a few images that we have uploaded, and it does take a few seconds just to upload all of the images. So what we're going to do here is we're going to actually delete that image, and we are going to enter this one. Now this is a simple drag and drop situation. There you go. Now this image, we can do the exact same, and we can actually replace it with, let's say, this one here. And then I'm going to do the exact same with this one. And we are going to put in this image over there. Right, so what we can then do is this text box, we can actually change what it says. And what we're going to do is we're actually just going to use this same exact prompt that we used there. We can just enter that in over there. And then we can maybe just make it smaller, and you can drag this to wherever you need it to be. We can just put it on the left hand side. Another thing you can do is you can change the line spacing and the letter spacing, which is fantastic. So let's just do that, and we can just move it just over there. Now this is a very basic tool, and it is actually very easy to use. There are a lot of options. So what we can then do is we can move this to the left hand side, and then we can use this as our thumbnail. But the color of the text can actually change. We can maybe change it into something more prominent. Let's have a look here. Maybe black. Let's see. No, black is not going to work. Let us have a look at maybe a red. That looks fantastic. Another option is with each image, you can actually change the transparency of the image. So what we can do is we can actually just lower this a little bit. There we go. And we can actually just lower that too. There we go. And we can actually now see what it says. Okay, and once you have completed your thumbnail and you're happy with what it looks like, you can, on the top right hand side, tap share. Now, obviously, with the Pro version, there will be a few more options, but you can download this template that you've created without any watermarks. And all you do is tap download, and it'll ask you what format you want it in. I'll always do JPEG. And then you have the option to save your download settings, and you just tap download. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you learned something. Go ahead, try these programs, try the software, figure out what it is that you need to do, and play around with it to get exactly what it is that you want. We'll see you in the next video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers for now.